What's going on, guys? Your boy Mazy. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me showcasing Eren Jaeger on the Nidhoggr Demonic Beast battle, guys. So I know you guys have been seeing all the other Demonic Beast battle showcases. Mainly, I wanted to get to this one because obviously, you know, a lot of you guys do care about Nidhoggr and how you're clearing. And yeah, I mean, again, this is a showcase though. This is not something that I'm gonna recommend to you guys as a team option. But I mean, if you have Eren fully built out, if you have Scotty fully built out, same with Freyr and same with Red Megilda, then maybe this is a team that you could try. But yeah, so in terms of the setup though, guys, this is what we were rocking. So I have the video that I recorded already, the gear and all that. So we're rocking the recovery bottom piece on Red Megilda, and then full triple defense, attacker damage on the Eren, attacker damage on Freyr, HP defense on Scotty, and then this is what the associated hero equipment is gonna look like with the basic stat card set, because we are running what is that, a human, giant, unknown, and an unknown. So we're rocking like two different kind of setups right there. Alright, guys, so we are hopping into the fight right here. This is where we load into the Nidhoggr Demonic Beast battle. Let's see what Eren is able to do alongside this team comp that we got here. So the main reason why I'm running this exact comp, guys, is because we wanted to bring Scotty for the buff removal, but we also wanted to have Scotty here to give Eren extra, you know, basic stats. Remember, Eren builds basic stats based on having partners that are either human or giants. So if you have, you know, like let's say like a full human team, you get 40% basic stats. If you have a full giant team, you get 40%. If you mix and match them, you can still get 40%. But because you know, Freyr and Megilda are both unknown race, we're not actually going to benefit with those characters, and it's only really going to be a benefit for both what is it, for both the Scotty and the Eren, pretty much. Like, those are the only ones that are benefiting Eren, right? With Freyr and Megilda kind of just being there, I mean, they are benefiting. At least Scotty is getting benefited from Freyr because he has this Holy Relic, right? Holy Relic Freyr gives 5% basic stats, and then I think it's damage dealt as well for single target attack skills for every Ragnarok ally on the battlefield, and it gives it to the Ragnarok allies only. So yeah, they do get that you know, buff right there. But right here, we're kind of just wasting cards though, guys, just clearing out the hand, you know, dealing damage. And yeah, I mean, the main thing with this fight though, as you guys will see, especially when we get into like the floor 2, is we'll see that, you know, Eren isn't really going to be doing the craziest amount of damage. I feel like he's kind of just here to just be for a showcase. Like, it's not like you're expecting to see Eren, you know, do like a million damage and all that, right? Like, we're not really going to be expecting anything like that. But he's here to kind of help Scotty heal. And he's also here to, you know, dish out the damage on his ultimate. I think that's the main reason you would use this guy. He doesn't really have too much utility or anything, I mean, other than like the heal for Scotty on this fight. But remember, guys, this is just a showcase, man. This is just what I'm capable of doing when I run Eren on you know, the hardest thing in the game. So right here, what we do is we do the cleanse right there with Megilda. We drop the ultimate with Megilda, it looks like, yup. And then we're just gonna waste the Eren attack card, and then follow up waste the Scotty ultimate if that doesn't kill as well. And yeah, we're just trying to clear out our hand here because we want to get the top deck cancel stance to be able to use that to merge. So 101k on the crit, nothing too crazy though, right? You know, not too insane. And yeah, I would have liked to run like Freya instead of Scotty, guys, but remember, we had to bring Scotty because of the buff removal, man. We couldn't bring like Freya, Freyr, Megilda because that team would just not work because we don't have a buff removal character. So yeah, whereas when we do the Levi showcase on this, which you guys will see throughout the week, when I get to the Levi showcase on Nidhoggr, you'll see that he's actually able to, when we get that setup, able to do just a ton of damage, and he's able to buff remove. So that's going to be really strong when we get to his showcase, right? So yeah, 158k, nothing too crazy. We should have been doing 252 if I'm not mistaken, though. I don't know why we were doing a lot less there. But I guess since, you know, maybe we had to do one more stance removal to get a little bit more damage in there, but yeah, so Megilda starts taking damage. She gets the extort. She is going to tank though, because remember, we have recovery rate gear with building up all that HP related. She is going to be able to tank all those hits, and we can start continue building up the HP related and you know, dishing out the damage. So right here, I was like, okay, let's try and you know, get the kill here on the boss. So I use the Scotty and I use the Freyr single targets because I was like, okay, that's fine. Next phase, we can still, you know, just whatever cards we get, we can just use that to you know, shred the gauge, right? So we do the Eren single target, we do the Scotty single target, And then we follow up with the Freyr single target as well. And I don't think Freyr single target actually finishes him off though. I think he does live with a sliver. Yeah, he does live with a sliver right there, so he is gonna tank. But the following turn here, we should be able to get the kill, right? So he goes for the block effect. That is gonna do not too much damage, mainly just to make us do no damage to him, right? Because we were getting block effected straight up. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. We do take the extort as well. We are gonna cleanse the extort, remember, when we do have the setup. And then also I kind of just wanted to attack here just to see how much damage Eren was able to do against a buffed enemy. Remember, Eren does 30% more damage per buff on the enemy, and with the boss getting the extort, that might mean we can deal some extra damage here with Eren. So yeah, we go for the single target with Miguelda, only does like 5k, so nothing too crazy. Follow up with the Eren single target, and remember, this doesn't matter because it's just straight up 200% of attack. So yeah, we actually do get the kill with Eren. Not too bad. Moving into the phase 3 though, right here, guys, we do top deck the ultimate, I think it was, on Eren as well. But remember, on this phase 3, we just want to have to shred the gauge by doing the rank 2 skills, right? We have to use rank 2 skills to shred the gauge. So I merge up the Scotty rank 2, we use that as well, and then I just end my turn because then we don't want to like do too much damage this turn. We want to save it for the next turn to where we actually are killing him. So we just do the double rank 2 to shred the gauge, and it's gonna go all the way down to, I think it's like what, 10%, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it goes all the way up to 10%, and then now we can kind of just start ripping our ultimates, and we'll be good here. And we also do have a heal ultimate with Scotty, but we also have a cleanse card with Miguelda regardless. So no matter what, we are in a very, very good situation here to finish off the boss. And that is, you know, it's pretty good look for us. So right here, what we do is we go for the cleanse, and I also wanted to check Eren's stats as well. So, you know, 29k attack, pretty decent considering we're not getting like a, you know, an actual Nidhoggr buffer for Eren, because remember, Margaret is only able to be run on a full goddess team, and Freya, I literally cannot fit her on this team. I could have maybe swapped out Freyr, but I think the basic stats for Miguelda and Scotty was a lot better than getting just the all stats build up, right? Because the basic stats that you get from Freyr is instant. You just instantly get the basic stats, whereas with Freya, you have to build up the all stats. So yeah, that's the main reason we brought that, and also for the cancel stance too, even though both of them do have cancel stance. So there we go, there's floor 1, guys. Let's hop into the floor 2 here. So we are hopping in. I don't necessarily, let me just make sure to check to see if this is the same one. Okay, so it is. Okay. So just in case, because I had the first one before that wasn't the correct one, but this is it right here. This is floor 2 for Eren. And yeah, guys, I'll spoiler alert right now, I was not able to get to floor 3 with this team. I think it is able to beat it though, but with the circumstances that I was in, I wasn't able to actually do enough. So right here, this is where we're really gonna see Eren do damage. Remember, guys, the boss has a buff and a debuff, so that means that Eren's crush card can actually do damage. And since there's a buff on the enemy, that's 30% damage dealt. So let's actually see how much damage Eren's able to do here. This is with no buffer on the team, remember. No buffer for him at the very least, other than I guess like Scotty, you could say, but Freyr is not benefiting Eren, right? So we do the single target, that's a rank 1, 173k. That's not the craziest thing in the world, right? Even with us doing that damage. And then 114, not the craziest. So yeah, we do get the corrosion debuff on everybody. We do get a merge on Eren as well. And yeah, right here we're just gonna try and, like, you know, get the boss to like very low, and then just use the buff removal with Scotty to make sure we finish him off. So right here we're gonna get the cleanse off as well though, since we do have that, and the corrosions are stacking on us. But what I wanted to do here actually was attack first, and then yeah, and then just so we get another debuff here, so we can lower his attack and defense when we do the attack with Scotty, and then cleanse it all, right? So that's gonna be okay. I probably could have did all the attacks first and then healed, but I think this was still okay. Yeah, if you don't crit with Eren right there, guys, you can see the damage difference, right? It's pretty big when you're not critting. There we go though, 145k, pretty decent. The boss gets another one of those debuffs. He is going to get the blue buff that makes him start healing after we dish out damage. So right, that one right there. And so now we're kind of in a situation where we need to kill him, but we also want to sustain like a good amount of HP. So right here, what I do is I do the, I think, yeah, we do the Freyr attack, and then we do the Scotty attack, buff removal, and then follow up with the Miguelda ultimate, just to make sure, right? You know, we always have to make sure that we're gonna get the kill, and so we put him to around that percentage of HP, and then with the buff removal, we should be able to take him out. So he heals up a good chunk, but the buff removal hits him, and then we get the kill, and we can actually save the Miguelda ult, which is really nice. So right there. And then I have to check Miguelda's HP here to see if she was the lowest, if I'm not mistaken, because I thought, you know, Eren being a little bit low there, it might have been him being having higher stats. So I don't know if I checked the stats on the Miguelda or not, But I assume she just has less, so I didn't even pay mind to it. I just went crazy. So yeah, we go for the triple ultimate right there. Remember guys, on the floor 2, if you stance remove, you get infected. So we don't want to get infected, especially if we don't have a cleanse, right? So I just dropped all 3 of the ultimates first and then did the stance removal, right? So that was the play to go for right there. We do get the stance removal, and then right here we get the Freyr ultimate top deck, and we do get an Eren card, a rank 2. The only thing that definitely sucks is that we don't have a cleanse though. That's like the only thing I'm seeing here that's just like, okay, not the greatest. So yeah, he goes for the single target. It's going to do a good chunk of damage, but Miguelda's going to heal that back, and we're in a pretty decent situation, I'd say. So we do the double Scotty right there, get the stance removable, and then we follow up with the ultimate, I think is what I went. Yeah, so we do the ultimate. Oh, okay, I guess I held on to it. I guess I held on to the stance removal. I guess since the boss was going to stance up the next turn, yeah, I think that was why I actually held on to the stance removal, to be safe, because if the boss was going to stance up the following turn, we wanted to make sure we had the stance removal ready to actually remove it from him. So that was a decent play, I would say. I don't know if it was the right one to go with, because I probably would have killed if I stance removed. But then again, if I didn't top deck a cleanse going into the final phase without damaging cards, I wouldn't have had enough, right? So yeah, he goes for the single target right there. It's not going to do too much damage. We are actually going to tank here with Miguelda barely living though. And we don't have the cleanse card either, so that's a little annoying. If we could get the cleanse card with Miguelda right here, this would be really good. But I think we're in a situation where we had to kill the boss, guys. So what I do is I go for the stance removal, and I think I just waste all the Miguelda cards just to ult push everybody. I think that's what I went for. Because I didn't want to do like too much damage here, but I also wanted to just try and get as many, Miguelda, stacks as I could, right? So yeah, we just pretty much waste all the Miguelda cards right there. That's what I think I went for. Oh, okay, I waste a Freyr card there. So we go for the stance removal. It doesn't kill, but it does a good chunk of damage. We go for the double Miguelda right here. So boom. And that's one hit in, and we get the second hit in as well. So that was really smart. So me doing those 2 single targets was smart, because I was able to get the kill, and we did build up 2 more stacks on Miguelda if I didn't have her Holy Relic fully procced yet. So that was nice. And then right here we had to top deck a a cleanse right here. So if we didn't get a cleanse, it was not really looking too good for us. So let's see. Did we top deck the cleanse? We did, and because of the cleanse right there, we're actually in a very, very lucky situation. So what I do is I go for the I think it was the Eren attack, yeah, because I wanted to see, because he had a buff, right? The enemy had a buff, so I wanted to see how much Eren could do, even though there's no debuff on the enemy. But 210% damage, and we do only 10% of his HP. Nothing too crazy. It's not going to be like Freyr damage. Look at Freyr. He's doing double that. Way more than double that. That's like double his own damage, right? So he is doing way more damage than Eren is with that attack card. So it's not going to be doing a ton of damage. And we actually didn't even go for the cleanse that turn. Actually, I went for the Scotty ultimate and just suffice with that. So that could have been a little dangerous, especially if I died right here, right? But yeah, Miguelda does luckily tank for us, because he goes for the AoE right there. If he did triple single target, I definitely would have died. But luckily he went for the AoE at the end right there, and we can get off the Miguelda cleanse. So I go for the buff removal here first, and then we go for the cleanse, and then I go for the, I think it was the one of the Miguelda cards as well, or maybe double Scotty. I might have went for double Scotty. I think it's either double Scotty or I went for a Miguelda card, or yeah, okay. So I decided on the Miguelda card right there. There we go. So you go for the Scotty single target, good chunk of damage. Remember, look at the boss, guys. He has to be less than 50% HP every turn. So if you're able to get him less than 50 every turn, then you're pretty much doing really good. So we go for the debuff right there on Scotty. We follow up with the gauge reduction from Miguelda. And now the boss is going to be at what is like 33%, right? So that's pretty good. Shredded down to 33, gets another HP stack, gets another buff. And then, yeah, right here, I was pretty much holding on to that Eren ultimate too, guys. I wanted to use it, but I didn't really see a reason to just waste it when the boss was already less than 50% most of the fight. So I was kind of, just seeing what I was able to do. And then because we had another Scotty ultimate, we had to use that obviously to get the heal, right? And we didn't get a cleanse, so it was a little bit unfortunate. But we also had a gauge reduction, right? So we had a gauge reduction on the boss because the boss has his ultimate. So we do the Scotty card. We go for the, I think it was the gauge reduction. And then I go for the, yeah, I'm not actually sure about this hand right here. What did I do? Did I go for the gauge reduction or was I unsure? I went for Scotty ultimate. We went for the, I think it was, oh no. Yeah, no, okay, so this is just, amazing thinking on the spot, guys. Bear with me, guys. You go for the Miguelda ult, gauge reduction, Scotty, and then follow up with the, oh, did I reset? Look at me, look, I didn't know, I was unsure, guys. I was unsure. Let's see. So I guess I go for the gauge reduction. Yep. And then we go for the Miguelda, we go for the Scotty, and then I think I waste the Freya right there. There we go. Finally, Amazing made a decision. So we go for the gauge reduction right there. It is able to hit. We do the Miguelda ultimate to lifesteal some HP with her because she wasn't really, you know, doing too well. She does full heal though, which is nice. And the boss is very, very low, right? And it was good that we saved the buff removal there because we would have, what, 2 buffs on the boss as he has 0%. So that's really good. So yeah, right here, it goes for the single target onto Eren. It's not going to do too much damage. He has pretty beefy stats right now, to be fair. Miguelda does get D-ranked right there. So that's a little bit unfortunate for her. But yeah, I'm in a situation where I pretty much could kill, so I decided I would just ult with Eren off the rip just to see how much damage that would do, right? I was very curious. So we go for the ult with Eren, and then so we go with Scotty, then Eren ultimate, then Freya ultimate, and then buff removal. So I wanted to see how much damage Eren was able to do, especially with the 2 buffs on the enemy. Remember, 30% damage though per buff, and boom, we actually hit the damage cap, 543k right there, guys, with Eren. So we get the Eren windscreen and all that too. So yeah, if we had a cleanse at the end of that fight right there, as you guys will see from our HP, if we had a cleanse right there, maybe I could have did a floor 3 run. But honestly, I think floor 1 and 2 is a pretty good showing of what he's capable of doing. So this is the last demonic beast battle showcase for Eren, guys. Now we gotta hop into Levi. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the Levi showcases. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it for the video though, man. Appreciate you guys watching. That's gonna be it, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out and have a great rest of your day, guys.